All right, it's Thursday evening. It's time for the Valley's most in-depth weather forecast video. Weather for Weather Geeks. We've had more challenging weeks in the weather department, that is for sure. Every day's been about the same this week. Sunny and dry and pretty toasty as well. I wanted to start out this evening with yet another pretty cool time-lapse video. Last evening I showed you a video in which you could spot Venus in the sky. The camera angle's a little different this time, but this is Venus in the pre-dawn sky. Venus very bright in the pre-dawn sky right now. As we head through midsummer, Venus becomes more of an evening star at other times of the year. It's not really a star, of course, it's a planet, but you get the idea. A bright spot in the sky in the evenings at other times of the year, but at this time of the year, it is in the morning. Bright blue skies all morning, and then a field of cumulus clouds got going again in the afternoon. Not quite as many as the last couple of days, just bright and sunny most of the afternoon, and toasty as well. But another big story along with the building heat, the dew points are not bad for most people, unless you're really sensitive to summertime humidity. Dew points around 60. That's kind of what we're going to expect for the next handful of days. It's going to be hot, but it's not going to be terribly humid. It's not going to be like South Florida type of humidity. That is reserved for the middle of the country right now. Dew points in the middle and in some places upper 70s in parts of the plain states. You know, sometimes as we get into midsummer from the lower Mississippi Valley up through Iowa, we see dew points in the upper 70s to even around 80. A couple reasons for that. One, the proximity of the Gulf of Mexico, but as we get into mid to late summer, a lot of evapotranspiration off the corn crops creates really, really super high dew points, especially in Iowa, eastern Nebraska, parts of Missouri as well. We're already kind of seeing that in that part of the country. That is no fun at all, especially if it's coupled with temperatures up around 90 degrees. Not a whole lot going on again nationwide this evening, although we do have a few severe thunderstorm watch boxes across the high plains, heading up into the Badlands and into North Dakota as well. Drought Monitor on Thursdays is always interesting to look at this time of the year. A year ago, we had no drought across the country. Pretty hard to believe in the middle of July, but a year ago, yeah, we were in pretty good shape. But drought conditions have become more prevalent in the last handful of months, and the current Drought Monitor here just above my head shows abnormally dry conditions northwest Ohio, Indiana, parts of New England getting into a moderate drought and a severe drought, even an extreme drought now found across parts of the high plains, south and east of Denver, and heading down towards the panhandle of Oklahoma and Texas as well. All right, what you see is what you get again on Friday. It's going to be hot. Little cold front sliding to our south and east Friday night into Saturday. Not really buying how many showers the model's spitting up here, but this front may lower our high temperatures by a degree or two on Saturday. There might be some places that don't get to 90 on Saturday. Good chance of 90 tomorrow. Maybe 88 will do it in a lot of places on Saturday, but that's just very temporary. We're right back to the lower 90s on Sunday. And now we have some mid-90s in our forecast for the first half of next week. A lot of people have Friday off. It's Independence Day observed officially, so a lot of people may have the day off, making it a long weekend. If you're heading up to Lake Erie, great weather to be on the lake. 69, 70 degrees, those water temperatures on Lake Erie. Even warmer water temperatures now on of course, the more shallow lakes. But those water temperatures rising quickly in this kind of a pattern. West-northwest winds 6 to 12, waves a foot or less, just ideal. Just pack the sunscreen. Local lakes, air temperatures close to 90 tomorrow. Again, maybe a couple of degrees cooler on Saturday, but great weather to find your way out to a lake tomorrow and on the 4th, coming up on Saturday with generally pretty calm conditions on the lakes. Again, air temperatures on the 4th, upper 80s to around 90, mostly sunny sky and relatively tolerable humidity levels once again on Saturday. All right, local weather here on the 4th of July. Hottest one that's an old record. We have some records back in the late 1800s. Our most consistent temperature records start in the early 30s, 1930s. But we do have some years with some data, temperature data especially, in the late 1800s. Hottest 4th of July on record, 1897. Coolest high temperature on the 4th was back in 1967 at 65 degrees. Wettest 4th was back in 1910. In the last 2 years, we've had some pretty hot Independence Days, 92 in 2018 and 89 was the high temperature last year. Just a reminder, we have a partial eclipse coming our way, a lunar eclipse, Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Now, curb your expectations a little on this. This is not going to be anything spectacular, but a lot of people are up late on the 4th of July it'll be worth at least looking at. With the full moon being partially eclipsed as the Earth passes between the moon and the sun, and kind of the upper third of the moon will get a little darker. Again, don't set your expectations too high, but I do think this is worth checking out, especially since it's coming again on the 4th of July that evening. A lot of people are up late anyway on a Saturday night. That's a holiday, some fireworks, that sort of thing. So I would definitely check it out if you're going to be up that late. All right, those dew points stay in the generally manageable range through the weekend, into Monday, even into Tuesday. But notice, we are expecting now a spike in dew points by Wednesday and Thursday. And even though the hottest temperatures may precede that might be Monday and Tuesday, the most oppressive conditions overall because of that spike in dew points, maybe Wednesday and Thursday, with temperatures in the lower 90s, dew points upper 60s. We might have some heat indices by that point, getting close to the triple digits. This might be heat advisory criteria Wednesday and into Thursday. But in the meantime, I do have 94 degrees in our forecast now for Monday and for Tuesday. And if that verifies, that would be our hottest weather officially since the summer of 2012. Thanks for watching tonight's weather for Weather Geeks. I'll put up a blog post at some point this evening on my weather blog, ericwfmj.com, all about putting the upcoming heat wave into perspective. So look for that coming your way this evening. In the meantime, have a great rest of your Thursday night.